Who invited these guys?
Is it a crime that
I know exactly where you're going with this shit. Yeah.
is it a crime? Is it bad for people to not want?
You're off to a rocky start. To not want? All right.
Okay, is it a crime for people to not want other people in pictures or when you're stepping out in a public setting or you're going out somewhere nice? Is it bad that somebody that wants to hang out with you, they don't dress to impress like you do?
For the record, when he sees this, he's gonna kill us.
Is that bad?
I would say it's bad if if it becomes such a problem to you that he doesn't care much about his appearance, that you're not willing to step out with him. That can be bad because, like you said earlier, you're supposed to accept people the way they are, the way you met them. When you accepted to be their friend, you should accept them the way they are, right? And that's cool. I'm 100% on board with that. However, if, like, let's say this is like, I don't know if the examples are exactly going to line up, but like, let's say you started seeing a problem in me where all of a sudden I just want to party and drink. And I'm just fucking I'm slamming beers and I'm fucking, you see me out high on edibles at a club somewhere weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend. And I'm just like, I'm spiraling, right? You're going to check me, ain't you? Right?
Yeah.
You're not just going to let me keep being a fucking loose cannon, right? You're going to be like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Right? You're going to check me. In that same breath, if you like to step out looking presentable and your friend just really doesn't give a shit, you accept him. You like his friendship. You accept him the way he is, his personality traits, his what have you. But you just want to, how can I word it? You want to try to help him, right? So I think it's okay. Me personally, I think it's okay to, obviously you have to find the right wording for it. You can't be a prick about it and be like, bro, you look like dog shit. I ain't going nowhere with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't say shit like that. But you can be like, hey, bro, let's go shopping together. Or you can be like, hey, I'm thinking about going to the mall this weekend and getting some shopping done. Maybe we can get something to eat afterwards. And while y'all are out and about, maybe help them a little bit. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, hey, check it out. This shirt would be fresh with this or whatever. I think that's okay. It's kind of like if one of your friends or a relative is fat, you're not gonna be like, hey, you're a ham with legs on it. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't checked some of my family like that, but I have.
Yeah, but you don't word it like that.
I have said like, okay, look. Okay, let me say this first. We're not the fittest dudes in the world.
No, I'm just giving examples here. Like I know that. Like
we're not super fit.
I've never claimed to be super
but
fit.
We try to watch what we eat and exercise regularly, try to stay slim, not obese and we're gonna die at the age of 50. Okay. So there are family members we've helped out. I guarantee somebody's gonna be like, "You fucking talking about me?" No, that I've been like, actually, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah.
Post high school, I didn't give a damn.
You were
hair fucked up, tummy was out, well, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a lard ass.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback off of you because I see an opening and I'm gonna take it. You're already talking shit, so I'm just gonna follow that up. I'm gonna rebuttal here. Yeah, your hair game was trash. your beard game was shit, and you didn't really care about like how you looked, right?
Now, okay. Now,
Well, I'm not done. I'm still gonna. But like the most concerning part to me was that your weight was starting to get away from you. You know what I mean? So I feel like
now, wait. I know what you're saying.
I wasn't your trainer or no shit like that.
But I'm not the motherfucker that knocked out two 2-pound burgers in a night. At that time, we were both sitting at a
yeah, but I had already begun my journey and the weight was coming off, and I think you noticed that, and you wanted to like. I'm not saying you wanted to emulate me, but like you wanted to get into it too because you wanted to start losing weight too, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
but I was attempting before I had met you.
okay,
But I kept failing.
well, I wasn't trying to take all the credit for it. Like I'm fucking your trainer or some shit.
Okay. So, yes, there came a time where I had to be checked.
Yeah.
And that happens to a lot of people. I feel like certain people that care will be like, okay, it's like if you have a friend that smells like shit, right? You're going to tell them in the best way possible. Like, okay, look, dude, like I don't just walk up to him and say, here's some soap. You know, don't do that.
Dude, we love you. Your friendship is awesome. You're cool. Everyone likes you. But you smell like a trash bag on a hot summer day.
No, don't say that. But just be like, all right, look, dude. We love you. You know what I'm saying? We think the world of you, right?
Why does it sound like an intervention?
We love you, right? And we think the world of you. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Ha ha ha. We laugh, you know, what whoop de woo. But you don't smell good.
You don't smell good.
And I feel like those were some of the things that we tried to do in that situation was we tried to help them out a little bit. But you can only do so much for somebody that don't want to, you know what I'm saying, do right.
You have to want it. You know what I mean? I can't want it for you enough to make you do it. You have to want it. And if you don't, then that's fine. And I completely understand. That's the thing about it. That's why I didn't try to push too hard, because we've talked about this on another episode of the pod. Is I remember when I first started my weight loss journey. God, that sounds so corny. My weight loss journey. Fuck out of here. But you get what I'm saying.
I mean, what else would you call it?
I mean, I don't know. It just sounds to me that just sounds corny as fuck. But like when I first started trying to lose weight or whatever, up until like I want to say I quit like twice in the beginning. I tried. I was like, fuck this ain't for me. And then I try again, and I just couldn't get the eating, like the nutrition side of it down pat. So I quit again. I want to say it was that third time that it really clicked.
And you contemplated changing your sex.
That threw me through a loop. I don't even know what the fuck to say to that. Well, no, I would just sometimes I feel like it was fun to tuck my wiener and dance in the mirror.
Tuck my wiener.
That doesn't mean
dance in the mirror. No, look, life, my man, life. If people don't know what you're talking about, they're gonna think you're weird.
I am weird. I want y'all to think that.
Okay, that is a movie. He don't really.
I don't.
I don't know if you do or not. I don't know if you do or not. That's gonna sound even weirder. I don't think that he tucks his wiener and dances in front of a mirror. Now, life, we're gonna have to put a little clip of that movie in that to show what we're talking about.
No, but yeah, you completely got me off the rail. I forgot what. Oh, that's what I was saying. So I understand not wanting it enough. I get that, right? Until you truly want it, you're not going to make the moves necessary to get it done. You know what I mean? And I think we came into his life at a point in time where maybe he was thinking about it, but he didn't really want it yet. You know what I mean? He didn't want it enough to like really hit the gym and to clean up his nutrition. He didn't want it enough to like really.
God, yo.
No, I mean it's just the truth.
No, I get it, but
if he
when
watches
he
this,
catches wind of this,
we're dead.
Toast.
Nah, yeah.
You know what? I'm actually kind of lucky that I'm moving out of that apartment because he still has a key.
He knows where I'll stay.
Oh yeah. I caught a little fear in your eye there for a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep the doors locked 24/7.
Oh yeah.
Nah, yeah. Fuck that. But no. But what I'm saying is like,
You get home one day and you got a horse head on your pillow.
nah, yeah, that's crazy. Yo, mafia style.
Oh yeah.
I'm shitting my pants, and then I'm moving out, and it's probably gonna be in that order.
I'm shitting my pants and then I'm moving out.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, but he just didn't. He didn't want it enough. Maybe it was on his radar, but he just didn't want it enough, and we couldn't make him want it enough for him to get it done. You know what I mean? And I started to feel like a prick to keep bringing it up, so I was ready to let it go. But then other issues that we won't get into brought the friendship to a close.
It was. I can get into a little bit of it.
Go for it. It's your casket.
It's your casket. Not crazy, but it's some stuff you experienced too. It was just the over emotional bullshit.
Yeah, he wore his emotions on his sleeve.
It was you know what really blew my mind was the phone call where you didn't call back. No, yeah. You know what? You know this, have you ever seen Mean Girls?
Yes, but not enough till I can quote it or remember it.
When Regina George was like, she would blow me up and be like, "Why didn't you call me back?" And then she was like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?"
Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah, you don't call him back, and then he catches wind that me and you had a conversation on the phone, and it's a whole problem.
And he would do one of these numbers.
Yeah,
he would blow it up.
Yeah, and that was crazy to me. Now, what was even crazier was Christmas Day when he lit a match because I didn't post him on my Instagram. I'm talking from our whole ride home, bro. He was cussing me out like a dog. Yeah,
because you didn't want to put him in your
because I didn't post him in my IG picture.
So you took a picture and you posted it on IG, and you didn't put him in the picture with you.
Yeah,
I remember when you called me to tell me about it. I was a little shocked myself. From one dude to another dude, you have absolutely no motherfucking business telling me that I got to put you in my post, bitch. It's my profile page. You know what I'm saying?
And
how you gonna tell me that I got to post you in my shit?
I think the biggest thing was that he was like, if it was any of your other friends, like you to post them out. And you want me to be honest with you? Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe. But you want to know why?
We're dead meat. I just want you to know that.
But you want to know why? Because he didn't press it. My friends don't press it like that. Like they're like, hey, post me, or hey, like me. That's just so like, ugh. Like that's so like get off me. Like
that is
you know, like that, like
it's icky.
Yeah,
it's icky.
Like if I don't post Omar's gonna. I mean, he's gonna not care. That sounded so whack. Yeah. If I don't post Omar, yo, he's not gonna care. If I don't post Alonzo, he's not gonna care. Ruben's not gonna give a damn. Like you're not gonna care. Nobody's gonna care. You know, but that dude did backflips.
Nah, yeah, it was cringy. It was
really, really, really sit with this and figure out if we're gonna post some of this.
I'm telling you, he's gonna catch wind of this. He is going to sneak in through a window one day, and he's gonna off the both of us.
Or maybe he is really done with us and he can give a damn.
Best case scenario, that's the case.
He blocked everybody.
If I had social media, I'm sure he would have blocked me too.
Son.
Yeah, I would have been the first one.
You would have went.
What's wrong in the world? You want to talk about that workout dude, the fucking douchebag?
Ashton Martin.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
his real name or is that what he calls
I
himself?
can't remember what. I can't remember. It's something Aston something.
Because that's a car.
When I think of Aston Martin, I think of that song by Drake and
Well, I think of the car because that's a car.
yeah.
All right, look, to be fair, the dude is fit. You got to give him that.
No, yeah. And you know what? I feel like a lot of people hate on him. A lot of like cheesy keyboard warriors will be the ones, the first ones to comments. Oh, look at this guy, he's such a douche. But then they're sitting at home with like 3 large pepperoni pizzas and some Mountain Dew, fucking big old tummies, not giving a damn.
Wishing they could be that, but
Yeah.
won't put the work in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hate. I mean, well, I am and I'm not, because as far as like, you know, why he does it, because a lot of what he posts is like gym workouts and stuff like that. You got to give the dude his flowers. I mean, he's ripped, he's shredded.
I mean, he is an ex NFL football player though.
Okay, yeah, but the fact remains that he's kind of braggy, boasty on his page or whatever, but he has the right to, because the homie is mad fit. He's crazy fit.
All right, I'm gonna lie. If I was that fit, I might be boasting a little bit.
Let me tell you something. I would never wear a shirt any goddamn where if I was that fit.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd go check the mail. I'd walk across the street, check the mailbox shirtless. I'd go pump gas shirtless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd fucking.
If I got a speeding ticket, I go to the courthouse shirtless
Nah, yeah.
just to turn on the judge. The judge be like, "Oh my god," and then she gets me off.
Innocent.
Innocent.
Can we talk about his hey, yo, my man's got some big ass fucking Reese's peanut butter cup nipples though.
I know you're not talking about nipples, my man.
All right, now mine are big, right? Hey, yo, but my man got some craters hanging off of him for real. Them shits are fucking. That's the first thing that caught my attention. Aside from him being crazy ripped, I was like, why are his nipples so fucking big and round? His shits were fucking.
No, yeah. I don't know if I have the right. I think I got some. Well, I mean, they're not huge.
I mean, you got milk duds. You got some milk duds.
They're not massive, but they're not tiny either. Yeah.
You know what his looked like? Like if someone took an Almond Joy, and then they went took a bite off of it, and then just like,
you know what mine looked like? No, yeah. I mean, politics, not really.
But I don't think we're done with this dude. Let's talk about the cringy shit he does. Because, okay, you can give him his props for how shredded he is. The dude is crazy in shape. But what is all this extra shit he does? Why does he keep dunking his face in that big ass bowl of water? What the fuck is that about?
Have you ever taken a cold shower? Like at first thing in the morning?
Yeah, but
Supposedly taking a cold shower is like way more powerful than a cup of coffee in the morning.
okay, that might be so, but he doesn't take cold showers. He dunks his face into a bowl of freezing cold water.
Yeah. I think it's for inflammation. Because Dez used to
Do that.
no, he used to freeze these face rollers, and then like when he was giving my haircut, he would like rub my cheeks with them and shit, like for inflammation. Like hot and cold like reduces inflammation on your face. So he would put like a hot towel on my face, and then he'd rub it with like cold, and then like it would reduce inflammation. Because I think like sometimes your face can look super puffy, and it kind of looks like greasy.
I've heard you say some way less gayer shit than what you just said to me right there. For the record, I feel like we should explain that we use words like that a lot, but we're cool with the gays. Gays are cool. I accept all people.
What? No.
They're all right. No. I'm liberal as fuck. Well, would you consider yourself liberal?
According to everybody on my social media, they think I'm a liberal fuck.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself liberal, but I would say that like my vibe and my energy. God, that sounds so fucking.
See, here's the thing, right? All right, so here's the thing, right?
I just accept all people, and no matter how they want to live, it's their life. So let them live however the fuck they want to live.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I do have mostly liberal, democratic views, but there are pieces of me that are like conservative. I believe in I believe in hard work and you know what I'm saying, steady job, steady pay.
But then again, a lot of people do.
Um, I don't know, yo, because a lot of this newer generation, a lot of
That's also kind of true.
yeah, a lot of like some of these younger kids are more like, yo, if you talk to me crazy, I'm out at jobs. Like,
That one day we went to eat at Cava in Chattanooga, and you were talking to me about how a lot of these younger kids are coming for when they show up for their job interview, how they'll show up in sweatpants and fucking open toed house shoes and shit.
I've told my boss this, and she told me, she's like, it's been years since I've seen it, and she's like, and you won't see it because she was like, because you interviewed for management, so you were more likely to do it, but she's like, you won't really see it from nobody. And
See what? An effort
yeah,
to dress for the job you want? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
damn.
When
and
did
that reminds me, yo, we had somebody start a week or so ago, and I ain't seen him since.
That's the shit I'm talking about, right?
Holy shit,
He
y'all!
probably quit.
I completely forgot about it. I completely forgot to ask my boss about that.
He probably already quit.
It was a
but
she.
She probably already quit with her fucking
so I'm
Gen
gonna say
X
this.
bullshit.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and this is for a lot of the younger people. If you get an interview anywhere, I don't care if it's McDonald's, I don't care where it's at, I don't care if it's for management, show up presentable and show up like you care. Nah, yeah.
Nah, dead ass.
Nah, because I'm telling you,
It-
first impressions are everything.
It matters.
It
It matters.
Oh, yeah. I am telling you, I have done 15, 20, 25 interviews in the span of the last 3-4 months, and not a single person has dressed to impress. Nobody.
Not even necessarily dressed to impress, but at least look like you care that you're going to get the job, whether you get the job or not.
No. How I take it is you need to dress like you're not interviewing for that job, like you're interviewing for a job higher than that, because they always say dress for the job you want.
I was just about to say that.
No, yeah, and I throughout all my years I've done interviews, I have always came in with some khakis, a nice little button up, some polo, like some boat shoes, some dress shoes, something
Same.
that says, "Hey, I'm here." You know, go get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't trying to pay top dollar, go to.
Don't go to Master Cuts because they'll fuck you up.
I mean, go somewhere and get you a nice little $25 haircut, clean it up a little bit, clean the beard up, or go, shave your face and dress like you want the job. Because I'm telling you, I feel like that alone would get you ahead of the competition,
especially if no one's doing it anymore, and you're one of the only ones that show up presentable. You know what I mean?
I feel like that alone is the game plan and the blueprint to when you walk in that door, they're going to see, oh, this guy cares, or this person cares. He or she wants this job. But no, not a single person. How about today? It's funny you say that, because how about today? I was standing in the office, and how about this kid comes running in, 18, 19 years old, just comes running in the door, hair like literally just like he just woke up, hair messed up, a hoodie, some black jeans, and some Yeezys, and he was like, "Hey, I came for an interview," and I was like, well, "Who are you here to see?" And he was like, "Nobody in particular. My mom just told me to come. She said to come for an interview," and I was like, "So nobody ever called you that you had an interview? You just came to interview?" And he was like,
"So you just threw up a 3-pointer and you hoped that it was going to go in?"
He was like, "Well, yeah, she told me to come meet with somebody," and I was like, "Okay." So I went and got HR, and so I don't know what happened from that point, but nah, yeah, like I haven't seen it. I have not seen it, not one time.
And you won't see it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because for some reason, unbeknownst to me, it seems to be the style nowadays to look like you don't give a shit. And I will never understand that. I don't give a fuck how many phases I go through in life, how nothing will ever make me understand for it to be trendy or to look cool like you don't give a shit about how you look. That makes no sense to me at all. And it will never make sense. To show up to a job interview in a pair of open-toed house shoes with some sweatpants and a hoodie and just sitting there with your little Starbucks coffee, like, yeah, whatever. If I get the job, cool. If I don't, it's whatever. Who's gonna give you a job like that? Who wants to give you a job like that? What the fuck?
I mean, it exists. It exists with the younger generation. I mean, there's a kid that works for me now. It's like 18 or 19. Dude's a go-getter. Young gun.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's everything. I'm not saying that that's the only thing that matters. Obviously, above anything else, number one, his work ethic is right. But the thing is, you're never gonna get a chance to show them your work ethic if you show up looking like you don't give a shit. And that's the only thing that whoever's doing the interview, if they base your interview and they take that into consideration and they don't give you a shot because of just how you came in, you're never going to get a chance to show them, hey, I could have been a good worker if you would have given me the job.
I'm telling you right now. If you dress like you care to an interview and put on some good wares, you're going to really jump ahead of the game. You're going to jump to the front of the line.
It matters. It matters. It matters.
You're gonna. I've always said that, like, even when you get the job, like, it's not okay. I got the job, like, now I can. No, like, you have to really, if you want to move up. I mean, not only the hard work, but I've always thought it was kind of inappropriate to, especially if you're trying to move up, to come in like gym shorts and shit like that. Like, I've always tried to dress nice when I go to work because it just,
that's the only thing that the hiring personnel have to work with is your first impression. So if behind your first impression, this is what you're presenting, right? If behind that there's a good worker, a go-getter, you're going to show up on time, you're going to get after it, you're going to do a good job. They're never going to get a chance to see what's behind what you presented because they turned you away just based on how you showed up.
And how about that's almost, I would say, a good 50 to 60 to 65% of your job is being there every day.
I mean, obviously.
No, I mean, like, to keep in your job is your attendance. Like, if you show up every day and you want to do the job, I feel like that's majority of it. Now, if you're wanting to put in the extra work and show that you're, a lot. I mean, most places might tell you to ram it and then, like, not really let you move up. I mean, or take them forever. But
I mean, hard work doesn't always win over, but a lot of times it stands out. People will notice, and it can take you places.
Yeah.